Hello beauty fanatics, welcome back to Tall and Tiny Views, and I'm Tiny. Today we're here to talk about my recent universal body contour wrap. So I did that about 4 days ago, and the stuff actually activates for another 4 days after your procedure. So today was actually the last day, so it's perfect for the review. So prior to this, I didn't ever consider doing this procedure because I just didn't understand it. And my girlfriend has actually been doing it for a bit now, and I never was interested until I realized I have a couple of inches that I wanted to lose. So this is more of a detox. It's a mud minerals detox. You pretty much just get wrapped up in bandages that was soaked up in mud minerals, and then you use your own body heat to get all the toxins out. The whole thing takes about an hour, and it ranges from $160 to $258 in Vancouver, Canada. It's quite pricey. It's not something that is for everyone, but it's definitely a quick fix if you have some sort of big events coming up, such as a wedding, or you're going to some tropical place for a vacation, or you have some big photo shoot. I do think it's worth it because it totally tones up your skin and makes it look firmer and just more radiant. For me, I was just curious, and I had gained quite a bit of weight for the past year, mostly in my midsection, so I thought what better time than now, and what more do I have to lose other than fat, please? So I did that, and I didn't I was not impressed with it so much right away. Like, as soon as the bandages were off, I wasn't that impressed. But I was amazed at the results when I went back to the footage. So I filmed the whole thing, and I'll put it at the end of this video to show you how it went and what happens. So you pretty much just get measured, get wrapped, get in a sweatsuit, unwrapped, measured, and that's it. They guarantee you will lose 6 inches from your first visit, and if you don't, then the procedure is free. But for myself, I lost about 10.5 inches. It's definitely an awesome quick fix. I walked in there and I had no idea how it worked. I didn't understand the science behind it. So it turns out the mud minerals just works because your pores are already open from your sweat and the heat from your body heat, and these mud minerals go inside and it attracts all the toxins out. And obviously if you had more fat and more toxins, then obviously more will come out. In my case, 10 inches of it. I was also skeptical because 6 inches means nothing. It just means an inch off your limbs, each limbs, and then 2 in your stomach area. So I thought, that's not a lot. And I walked in there thinking I was probably only gonna lose 6 inches, but I was surprised. I was surprised with the results. The overall feeling of it, it was very interesting. So think of yourself being in a body Spanx and everything's just wrapped super tight, and then you just get in a sweatsuit and you sweat everything out. So I wasn't very mobile because it was so tight. So it was funny trying to get into the sweatsuit and trying to lay down when I was relaxing. But other than that, I didn't feel claustrophobic. She did keep asking, hey, like, how are you feeling? Do you feel like you're very uncomfortable? Like, can you breathe and everything? Because she did say that prior to me going in, there were a couple of ladies who isn't usually claustrophobic, but after they started wrapping, getting their chest area wrapped, they felt like they couldn't breathe immediately. I didn't have that, but when I was laying down, after maybe like 5 minutes, I feel like it was starting to get hard for me to breathe. I felt as though my ribs and my chest were just very compressed, and so I twisted and turned a bit. And then finally, for the last 20 minutes, I just sat up and I stood up. It was the most comfortable feeling for me. At that time, I thought, oh, now I know why they tell pregnant ladies not to sleep on their back because their baby will squish them. Because I feel like that's what it would feel like. It was really interesting when she was like wrapping it because when she starts from the ankle and she goes all the way up to your neck, and you can also do your chin. But the chin you'll have to wrap around your head, and I didn't want to get my hair dirty, so I didn't do my chin. And when she starts from the ankle going up, I felt like it had a cooling sensation, but it was just because the bandages were wet and my body was a lot more hot than the bandages. So it wasn't really a cooling sensation. It was all in my head because I went to feel the bandages and it was still warm. And she did say that some people just thought that it was cold, but really it's not. And she did check with me if the temperature was too hot because these bandages were soaked in the mud minerals, which also like was in hot temperature. Right when she took off the bandages, I didn't feel and I didn't see a difference. At that time I was kind of sad because I thought I would see something, but then I went and reviewed the footage, and to be very honest with you, I was very hesitant in putting up the video because I was really embarrassed with the way I looked. My stomach was very chubby. It was really just all around round. So I didn't want to do it, but I thought this is actually perfect because this shows that it does work. Because once the bandages were off, I could see that my stomach did firm up and it did tone up. It was amazing. I was so amazed. So yeah, for those of you who are looking to go on a vacation or whatever and you just want to look more firm, do it. I highly encourage it. So before going in, she told me that I had to make sure I drink a lot of water, stay hydrated, and to bring an extra pair of panties. But for the purpose of the video, I went in my bikini, and I wasn't so worried about not having the full effect because I didn't want to lose my boobs and I didn't want to lose my butt. So I thought, I could totally cheat the system. But it turns out I did lose most of the fat in my thighs and my hips. So yeah, turns out it doesn't even affect it because you just sweat all over. When she took the bandages off, everything was so wet. Even the sweatsuit that you have to go in, the inside of it was just completely soaked. I was really grossed out. After the procedure, like the next day, I felt like my body was not as jiggly, because let's be honest, when we're chubby things jiggle, and I felt like my legs and my stomach wasn't as jiggly, and so I was really happy with that as well. She also said that for the next 4 days I couldn't shower with hot water or with soap. I was so dumbfounded because I had been going back to the gym and I had planned to go to the gym that same night. So I thought, ew, I'm going to be soaked in this, or I was just soaked in my own sweat for about an hour, and I'm going to the gym and I'm going to sweat for another hour and I can't wash it off. This is so disgusting. But I toughed it out because I wanted to see the best results. And this is the 4th day, so I took a shower and my shower could not feel any better. It was the best feeling ever. I guess there's the thing that you should always keep in mind is this is just a natural way of looking better temporarily. It's no surgery, so you can't expect it to have like a drastic result. It already did a lot more than I had expected, so I'm very happy with it. And anytime I'm going on vacation or if I have any big events coming up, I definitely will consider it because I can't afford to go back very often. She said that you can go every 15 days and for a whole year, and then you will have to take a 6 months break for your body to not be immune to it. And since it is a natural ingredient, and then after 6 months you can go back and kickstart the whole thing again. But every 15 days is way too costly for me. I can't do that. So I think if I were to go, I would definitely go before a vacation or before a big event. Another thing I guess is you cannot drink alcohol, you cannot have any high sugar food, you can't, or drinks, you can have high caffeinated drinks, and no deep fried food. And to be very honest with you, I have a deep fried addiction. I love deep fried food. So I was able to stay away from everything but the deep fried goodness, and I guess I just defeated the purpose of it. But I mean, today's the fourth day, and when I looked in the mirror after I saw the footage of how impressed I was, I went back into the mirror and my stomach did look a bit more firm than it was before I went in, but obviously it wasn't as firm as it did right after the wrap. So my girlfriend who's doing this right now, her name is Trang. Please go check her out and support her. Follow her on the Instagram. It's WrapMeStudio. I hope you'll enjoy as much as I do. Thank you for watching. Mwah. Hello, beautiful people. Today I decided to try this body wrap thing, and it's pretty much to get rid of some toxin from your body, and it's called a detox body wrap. Supposedly we would lose a few inches only because the toxins will be released from our pores and stuff. So yeah, I hope you enjoy. I'll let you know how it is at the end. So when I was like checking the list, yeah, how come like pregnant people shouldn't do it?
Oh, pregnant people, because they're wrapping, right? And it's claustrophobic and they can't really breathe, right? Like,
the solution that is like it's soaked in, yeah, is it like a mud thing, a clay?
Yeah, it's a clay. It's like all natural minerals from the earth. It's called mainly bentonite, right? Mm-hmm. And bentonite works as a magnet towards toxins. Mm-hmm. So a lot of detoxes have bentonite in it. So it pulls out the toxins.
So then how long do we like stay wrapped for?
45 minutes.
Is that kind of like true that you will see that your skin will firm?
Yeah, but it's not like the first treatment. Like you don't see anything the first treatment unless it's like actual real surgery, right? Yeah. But like this, like if you keep doing it, then yeah, it will get tightened because the toxins are like from your fatty tissue, right? Mm. So like when the toxins show out, your fatty tissue like shrinks a little bit.
Seriously, this makes my waist look so small.
That's good. Hopefully it shrinks it. So the last one is just an extra one, so I just put it on your stomach. How you feeling?
I feel like so stiff.
I'm gonna get you wear the suit now.
I don't know if I could move.
I'll help you.
Now I know what it feels like to be dressed when you're a baby. I'm definitely going to space.
Oh yeah, and I don't want you on your phone at all. I just want you to relax. How you doing?
Good. Definitely sweating now. I could feel it.
Do you feel free now though?
Yeah, I look so free. All my jiggles are out. So we just finished unwrapping me, and it feels really nice when you take it all off because now you feel like so free. You definitely can feel the sweat near the end of it. I pretty much was in the suit for 45 minutes. In the end, I could definitely feel the sweat.